And a statistic that I read a while back was that like 75% of white people live, work, and hang around other white people. And in most cases, when they are a minority in these spaces, they get to like actually like choose to be in that space and where they are a minority. When you start playing basketball, let me take a step back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you're playing basketball and you, at this point, I'm assuming are somewhat of a degree a minority in that space, or at least in hip hop spaces. I've never had this question, asked this question before, but I am always super, super, super fucking curious as to what that is like from another person's perspective.
Yeah. I don't know why it's an emotional question.
Really?
Yeah, because I've never really had this conversation with someone. I have, but not in the depths that I wanted to.
Yeah.
One of my main boys.
Is he a
He's
bro?
a black dude.
Okay.
So, back to the question. I think I'm getting emotional just because of how influential, I don't even know like the proper thing to say, culture, the people. It's been such a positive impact in my life, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I guess the answer to your question is, it's felt natural. But I do, seeing the other side of that, where I'm at a white function, and there's one or two black people there, I can't imagine, like,
Yeah.
and just the history of our cultures in this world, man, it's so heavy. And I can't imagine, like, I don't want to, like, I've benefited from it and haven't had any repercussions, you know?
Yeah.
What I think is interesting about what you're saying is that you felt welcomed. Like,
I definitely felt myself.
and when we go, like, I don't want to speak. I feel like I'm about to talk on behalf of a million motherfuckers, so I'm just going to do me. When I walk into the spaces, man, I feel so uncomfortable. It has taken me an extremely long period of time to go into a space where I'm literally the only one out of like 30, 40, 50 people and to just be myself. It is taken, there's no real class you take, and I think black people's natural disposition in going into those spaces is to try to leave as much of us behind as we can so that we can assimilate. And leave so much behind to where we feel like we're playing a role to a degree. And it's only been recently where I can enter into that space and not feel like I'm playing a role, where like I'm actually showing up as myself. Obviously, I use different language, but like the core essence of me as a human is showing up.